Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to Konexio Technical Insight. My name is Rahul Randeria, and I would be conducting today's show. Today, we would be discussing regarding the trends, the setups, the technical indicators, the candlestick pattern on the Nifty, Bank Nifty, as well as on the different asset classes. Now, first of all, let us discuss what we have mentioned in our last video. In our last video, we have mentioned that due to the monthly expiry as well as the financial year end, market would remain in this particular manner. So for the first 3 days of the week, market remained highly volatile, and on the last day, I mean to say on the Thursday and Friday, we saw Nifty moving a vertical move, 90-degree move on the Friday because of the consolidation and then a short covering. So that clearly indicates that the undertone of the markets are quite bullish, and the trend is set to rally from here onwards, also in the coming days or months. So the trend is positive, and let us see what we have observed on the daily charts, and we'll try to identify what could be the trend for the coming days or weeks. Now, first of all, let us discuss India VIX. Last 3 weeks earlier, we have discussed on India VIX when it was just quoting around 25, 23, 25, 26, and we have been mentioning about those levels. So let us have a view of India VIX first, and then we will try to figure out what we have mentioned and what is happening right now. So this is the India VIX chart. This is the daily charts, and 3 to 4 weeks earlier, we have mentioned on India VIX a breakout of the pennant on the downside when it was around quoting around 25 to 26. We had a clear view of India VIX around this mark. This this was the day. This was the day. I mean, almost 8th of the March or 10th of the March. We have discussed that the India VIX is poised for a correction from 27 to 26, and it has potential to test the levels of 15 in the foreseeable future. So from there, that day onwards, Nifty started rallying upside, and we have been advocating Nifty to rally towards the level of 18,300 from the levels of almost 16,000 odd marks, or maybe 15,800 marks, when Nifty was making bottom, new bottom, and VIX was showing exhaustion at higher levels. So we have clearly indicated that maybe in the next 2 to 3 months, Nifty might test the levels of 18,300, and India VIX might test 15 mark. So from 26, from the levels which we have been discussing, it has just closed near 18.43. So we have a target of 15. So still more, maybe 15 to 20% downside is there in India VIX. So which can pull Nifty from here onwards, and if Nifty can travel towards the upward trajectory above 18,000 mark and 18,300 in next 3 to 4 weeks. So definitely the view is bullish. Now let us discuss to the Nifty daily charts. Now this is the daily charts. This is RSI. We have been advocating regarding a rising channel in the Nifty. So let me put that particular rising channel. Last week also we have been mentioning about regarding this channel, and you can clearly see that Nifty has very well mentioned, very well managed to particular move in this particular rising channel. It has taken support. It was around these levels last week, and it has rallied. It is into a bullish momentum. Now it is a new financial year. Now everybody knows since last couple of months, FII has been continuously selling. So almost most probably from October, November, December, FII has been selling in the Indian markets heavily. More than they have sold around 150 lakhs to 170 lakhs odd crore of the stocks in the markets in the last couple of months, maybe 5 to 6 months. And slowly and gradually, you can see if you see last 4 to 5 trading sessions, the FIIs figure have started coming positive. So this is a very good sign for the markets. And again, markets are maybe bullish, and the charts are showing positive trend. RSI is also into comfortable zone. So as we have been advocating around these levels, around say 15,800 to 15,900 regarding the target of 18,300. So we'll still stick to that particular target of 18,300. But from here onwards, we'll go slowly and gradually depending upon the level to level. So again, the view is bullish. The strategy would be buy on dips for the next week. So now let us discuss the important supports and resistance level for the Nifty for the next week. So the first support in the Nifty is placed around 17,522. Second support in the Nifty is placed at 17,387, and third support in the Nifty is placed around 17,235. So these are the three important supports in the Nifty for the next week. Now the first resistance in the Nifty for the next week is placed at 17,786. Above that, the second resistance is around 17,884, and third resistance is around 18,018 mark for the next week. So again, looking at the daily charts, it is bullish, upward rising channel. RSI is into comfort zone. VIX is drifting slowly and gradually on the downside. It is inching towards 15 mark. FII have turned positive in the last couple of trading sessions. So all of this is a positive trigger for the markets. Again, geopolitics is also getting cooler day by day. So these are the particular reasons why markets are becoming positive globally, not only into the Indian markets but globally. Again, after a couple of days, maybe on 7th or 8th or 10th of the April, the result season will start. So definitely everything is moving quite positively for the markets. Now let us discuss the Bank Nifty. On Bank Nifty daily charts, we have been mentioning regarding an upward rising channel. So let me explain on the daily charts. We have been advocating this particular trend in the last couple of weeks, that Bank Nifty has been moving into an upward rising parallel channel. Now let me draw that particular parallel channel on the Bank Nifty daily charts. Now this is the Bank Nifty daily chart. It is a parallel channel which we have been discussing regarding the trend since last couple of weeks. Earlier 2 to 3 weeks video, we have been mentioning regarding Bank Nifty testing the level of 38,000 to 39,000, and the trend is moving in that particular trend, in that direction. So definitely the daily charts is looking positive. The Friday's candle of the Bank Nifty is quite positive. You can clearly see here the RSI is also in a positive trajectory with positive signal. The setup is quite positive. The component of the Bank Nifty, I mean to say the public sector bank as well as the private sector banks charts, are also showing pullbacks from those levels. So definitely the trend seems to be positive, and in the coming I mean to say in the next week also, we see any dips in the Bank Nifty should be used as a buying opportunity. So now let us discuss the important supports and resistance in Bank Nifty for the next week. Important support in the Bank Nifty are placed at 36,799 is the first support. Second support in Bank Nifty is placed at 36,423, and third support in the Bank Nifty is placed at 35,920. On the upside, the first resistance is placed at 37,777. Second resistance is placed at 38,054, and about that, the third resistance is placed at 38,518. So these are the important supports and resistance in the Bank Nifty. Traders should try to watch out these levels closely, and then try to buy on dips if there is any kind of cool off for the next week. So the strategy would be buy on dips. The trend is positive. Do not try to go short at the current levels, or just wait for some cool off and then try to create long positions on the corrections. So now let us come to the third segment of our show, which is option analysis. In option analysis, we will try to identify where particular action has been taken in the Nifty calls and puts and in Bank Nifty calls and puts, and we'll try to figure out what could be the trend for the next week. So now let us discuss the important positions of Nifty calls. So you can see on the screen the action was seen in 17,700 calls, then 17,800 calls, then 17,900 calls, and 18,000 calls. Now here you can see there has been a rise in the open interest. There has been a slightly rise in the option premium. Implied volatility is also in a comfort zone. It is just between 13.33 to 14.63. So most probably everything seems to be into comfort zone. It is showing that the trend is positive. You can see, the volumes also. The smart money is quite positive. Looking at this data, they have tried to build long position in out of the money Nifty calls. So definitely any cool off in the Nifty should be used as a buying opportunity. Maybe some sort of profit booking cannot be ruled out. Maybe 100 points, 125 points in Nifty, or if there is any kind of corrections that should be used to buy at the lower levels. Now let us see what we have observed in Nifty puts. You will see on the screen in Nifty puts the action was seen in 17,600 puts, then 17,500 puts, then 17,400 puts, and 17,300 puts. Now here most important thing is you can clearly see there has been a rise in the open interest. The volumes are also rising significantly. There has been a significant drop in the option premium. The implied volatility, you can see it is in the comfort zone of 15.31 to 17.43. But the important thing which I would like to highlight is the drop in the option premium. What is indicating? That is clearly indicating, looking at the Friday's 90-degree move. I feel that the smart money had uh, started writing out of the money puts. So that clearly indicates that on the downside, maybe 17,400 to 17,500 could act as a very strong support, and smart money might be thinking that Nifty can't go below 17,400 for the next week. So that is the reason why we have seen a sharp drop in the option premium, which clearly indicates that the smart money has done put writing of maybe 7,600, 7,500, 7,400, and they are thinking that Nifty might shoot up from these levels towards the level of 18,000 mark. So definitely looking at this particular option analysis of Nifty calls and puts, it is clearly indicating that trend is positive and it should be used as a buying opportunity. Now let us discuss what we have observed in Bank Nifty calls. On the screen, you will see the action was seen in 37,500 calls, then 38,000 calls, and 38,500 calls. Now here also you can see there has been a rise in the open interest, there has been a rise in the volumes. The implied volatility is also rising, but it is still into comfort zone. It is just between 19.67 to 20.72. Here the important point which I would like to highlight is again the rise in the option premiums. You can see there has been a significant rise in the option premiums. That means the smart money is buying out of the money calls. They and looking at the Friday's candle, they feel that Bank Nifty might test the levels of maybe 38,000 to 38,500. You can see the volume action also is rising slowly and gradually. I mean to say it is rising option to option wise. So definitely the trend is positive. Any dips should be used as a buying opportunity in Bank Nifty also. Now let us see what we have observed in Bank Nifty puts. In Bank Nifty puts, you can clearly see the action was seen in 36,500 puts, then 36,000 puts, then 35,500 puts. Here also you can see rise in the open interest, rise in the volumes, but a very significant drop. I mean to say it has the options. Bank Nifty puts have been hammered down. You can see the drop percentage change of the option premium, uh, which clearly indicates that the smart money are very much bullish on Bank Nifty. Also, they have started writing out of the money puts. You can see there has been a volumes of strong volumes in 36,000 as well as 36,500 puts. So it is clearly indicating that the trend is positive and the smart money is very much positive in Bank Nifty also. So again, looking at the chart patterns and the option analysis of Nifty and Bank Nifty, the strategy would remain buy on dips. The trend is positive, and the global trend is also positive. And also the important part is, which we have mentioned earlier, that VIX is drifting and FII have started turning positive in the last couple of trading sessions. So these are the indicators which clearly shows that the trend is positive and market are poised to rally further from these levels. Positional call. I've identified one stock from textile industry. The name of the stock is Bombay. Stock seems to be positive. The trend is positive in the stock. Smart. You can clearly see. Let me put the volumes so we will have a clear view about that. See here, it has been consolidating. The price has not dropped. The consistent volume and consolidation of this particular trend is clearly indicating that the stock is well poised for an upside rally from these levels in the long term. So let me show a particular trend in Bombay time. So since maybe 2020, the stock has been moving into an upward rising channel. Yes, the trend was slow. It was moving northward, upward trajectory, but in a very slow and gradual manner. Now let me put this particular rectangular channel. Now you can clearly see the stock has been consolidating for quite some time. I mean to say last couple of days. Now let me just expand this chart so you will have a clear view. Now you can see price moving up, volumes are also rising. Here it went for consolidation. Here volumes are also just consolidating, but price was not going down, which clearly indicates that the stock is well poised for an upside rally. Now this was the weekly chart. Now let me show you the daily charts. So you will see now this is the daily charts. Now so you will clearly see RSI is also positive. The volumes are slightly rising. The prices are consolidating, and you can clearly see that this particular trend has been intact. So long-term investors can accumulate the stock at current levels where the price volume actions, the indicators is clearly showing that the stock is poised for an upside rally for long term. So the current value of the stock is 102 rupees. So the potential of the stock is to test this upward rising channel. So the particular target for long term is 133. So almost a 30% rise is been expected from Bombay Dime in the coming quarters. So definitely long-term investors can accumulate the stock in the range of maybe 102 to maybe 97, 98 for long term. So definitely the stock is looking positive. One can accumulate for long-term investment. So now let us conclude the show. Thank you very much friends for watching the show. Any suggestion you can give in the comment box, and have a nice trading week. Thank you.